Warren Smith. Mine's a mystery told from the perspective of a psychiatrist who's narrating their time with a patient in a psych ward. It starts with a scene between the patient and the psychiatrist, where the patient is on the edge of a roof, and basically the psychiatrist is trying to talk them down. But as the scene progresses, the patient starts to move closer to the edge of the roof. The scene would end with the patient falling and the screen fades to black, and a voiceover of the psychiatrist saying, "Let's start from the beginning," is heard at the end with the screen still black.
I have a rather large question.
Okay.
And so does Emma.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
Is it the health and safety aspect?
Yeah.
I've wrote that down too.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I would do it, but it wouldn't be like a huge freaking building falling off. There might be like a little sidewalk where they fall onto a mat from PE or something. But I wouldn't make them jump from that. The angling of the camera, you'd angle it up so that you'd feel someone falling back.
Would it be like on the floor, would it?
It'd be kind of angled up so it's kind of framed here.
You got to have a shot to suggest that they are over a thing, because say if you're at a low level, the background would be low, you'd have trees about the same height as you and stuff, the rest of it.
Okay.
You'd have to think of something.
Lots of flaws.
I can't see your hands up.
Yeah, but this reminds me too much of Inception. This is
I haven't
paradoxical. You're just basically going into different levels of different states in the world, he dead, I presume it's a he, and then it's all going on again. It's kind of Inception.
You haven't seen it?
You need to see it, it's amazing.
I don't know, recommendations.
Why is it a mystery as well?
Because apparently he told me not to do a thriller.
But why is it a mystery?
Because it makes you wonder what's happened to the patient.
You jumped off, didn't you?
Well, we don't know.
I think they mean why he jumped off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Motives.
Is it a mental thing?
No, it's pretty crazy, so I'm guessing it's mine.
It's another thing. Where would you record the ward as well?
Yeah. Do you know any psychiatric wards?
No, a hospital. That's pretty intense.
That's close enough.
Do you know how you would develop it into a 5-minute short?
No, I thought we were only doing the start of the...
Do you have any ideas though? Any sort of what could you
No,
that was when the camera
time.
could come up. Then that's when they realised that they fell onto a safety mat and then just fell off a wall. That would be a good show.
That'd be a comedy.
And then they could come out and be like, oh well, that's a good film.
Okay.
Could do that. Like a film inside a film, and it was turns out it was a film. That'd be funny, that would.
Yeah, filmception.
That'd be cool.
And the audience feels like a douche because they've just been suddenly tricked into this emotional storyline.
That would be good, actually.
Absolutely, just spoiling the entire set movie for everybody.
Alright then.
See, for that to be a satisfactory short, I want to know why are they there, what are they talking about, what happens to them. Do you know what I mean? You've got to get it all in. I know what you're saying about leaving it on a cliffhanger and that, but it's got to be satisfying as a whole, the film has, so that all the motivations for the characters, the complete narrative has all got to be included. So you said you start off with them sitting on a psychiatrist's couch or whatever it is, or being psychoanalysed and stuff. That's fine, but at some point during that 5 minutes, I've got to know why they're there, and I've got to know what the outcome was. And even if you see them falling off, that's fine. What you're implying is that they die at some point, and that might be a suitable ending. What's missing? It's almost like you've got the start, you've even got the end, but the big bit in the middle is missing.
Okay.
And that's the important bit. How did they get to be in the psycho chair? How did they get to the roof? Why are they on the roof? All those questions need answering. So what I'd say you've got is the start of a reasonable idea, with some technical difficulties as people have pointed out, but not difficulties that couldn't be overcome. It's just the story itself is not complete at the moment. It's just the seed of an idea. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask or say?
How big would the cast be?
That's a good question.
I think mostly not that many, definitely not over 10.
How many? What age range? Like, would it be like an adult as the patients, or
Would it
be a
like
child
teenager?
or a teenager or something?
I think maybe old, like teenage, like our age for the patient.
I was going to say it wouldn't be healthy.
Like a
is it?
child's ward
No.
then, couldn't it?
I wouldn't say an old age pension, I should jump off a roof. It's not healthy.
Yeah. What are they talking about as well? When on the
It's a
roof?
mystery, you don't know.
Yeah,
You can film in that,
I'd
aren't you?
like to know
I didn't know that we were meant to do one, so.
that. Interesting.
Okay. Remember, the thing is, like Jordan asked about the cast. One of the things about shorts is that typically have very small numbers, don't they, of cast in them. So that's that. Someone else asked someone else cast, and I can't remember what it was now. The other thing about shorts, of course, is a lot the ones we watched. Many of them have a kind of. Remember, I called it the moment. Do you remember that?
At the end.
What? Sorry.
The twist at the end.
Sometimes it's a twist. Sometimes, it's just.
All the things that fall into place.
Sometimes it's not a twist. It's a resolution that just goes, oh, okay,
Like
So
that one with the kids, like, what's virgin mean? And at the end she goes, so what's
yeah, so
extra
that one's got
virgin?
a twist, if you like.
Olive oil.
But do you remember the strangers on the train one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't have a twist at the end because we got it. But it was kind of like they went through this
Yeah.
period of anxiety and all this stress. So there was some tension, but it was resolved, wasn't it? So at the end, it's like, okay, now everyone goes on in their own way, and it leaves you thinking, well, maybe they've learnt something. So in a way, it's kind of, it probes your own perceptions of things. That's what your short needs to do.